What's up, my little willows? Today we're gonna talk about... It's your turn, Annalou.
Hello.
Do a proper greeting, please.
Hello, little willows.
Yeah, now I like you. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about your phobia of carbs, called the...
Carbophobia.
Yeah, carbophobia. Yeah, sounds correct. And you're gonna realize after this video that it's really as stupid as being scared of the dark, for example. Oh, okay.
Calm down. I'm gonna help you. Don't worry.
Pass the intro.
First of all, carbs are the primary fuel for your brain and muscle glycogen, especially in high-intensity training.
Turn the page. Good. Wait. Okay, so you're telling me that fats cannot be used as a fuel source as well?
Your body can adapt to using fat as an energy source, as fuel for your brain and your muscle. But with time, if you work out pretty hard, very intense type of exercise,
yeah, like me.
then maybe with time, your cortisol is gonna get very high and your performance is gonna drop.
Okay then, but in which cases would ketogenic diet be suitable or valuable to me?
Keto can be useful for sedentary people that are looking for weight loss or insulin resistance. It can be helpful to treat insulin resistance. And actually, most of the research with keto is that it can be very good for epilepsy cases.
Nice. Okay, that's good to know.
I love you, 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 I love you. I love you, 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 I love you.
No. I know what you're thinking.
What?
That's not what I'm talking about. When I tell you to eat more carbs, I'm telling you to eat good carbs.
What are those?
Those can be sweet potato, rice, quinoa, fruits, veggies.
You're a lot of fun. Oh, found the glitch. You don't fool me. What about the glycemic index? You spoke to me about rice, potatoes. We all know those foods have a high glycemic index. As we all know, the higher the glycemic index, the higher the rate of absorption of the food. And we don't want that when we're trying to lose weight, do we? Do we?
What matters the most is the glycemic load of the meal. And when you combine those carbs with proteins and fats, then the glycemic load is not as high.
Okay.
You're not gonna eat a bowl of white rice
Alone?
just by itself. You're always combining with some type of steak or chicken or eggs.
So I know already that you can sit down now. Somebody needs carbs. So you're saying that I cannot demonize carbs at all, so I can eat carbs, but I cannot eat them whenever I want, especially if I'm trying to lose weight. I can't, for example, eat them at night, right?
Actually, you can. The time of the day that you're having your carbs is not what matters the most. What matters the most is how much you're eating during the day.
So you should be on a caloric deficit.
Yes. If you're trying to lose weight, you need to take care of the caloric deficit. And your carbs, you can have them in the morning, at lunch, or dinner.
So you can basically divide them any way you want.
Yes.
What about performance? Then the timing becomes a little bit relevant, right?
Exactly, then you're right. If you really want like the best performance during training, have good energy, and then muscle recovery after training, then using the timing will help you. Try to have most of your carbs pre-workout and post-workout.
So what would be a good pre-workout meal, for example?
1 or 2 hours pre-workout, you can have a combination of protein and carbs. So maybe potato with chicken or rice with eggs.
And what about post-workout?
Post-workout, you also need a good portion of carbs with protein, and at that time it's good to avoid fats.
Okay, so that the absorption is really just
Exactly.
up through the roof. Lastly, the ratio. What would be a good proportion of carbs in my total daily intake versus the other macronutrients?
If you want to lose weight, then you need to be in a caloric deficit and maybe 30 to 40% of the calories coming from carbs.
Wow, okay. And what about if I want performance in modalities like CrossFit where I have a lot of high intensity training?
Then I would say 40 to 50% of carbs.
Because you need that extra boost.
Yeah.
Okay. What about if I want to gain weight?
If you want to gain weight, you need to be in a surplus, so eating more calories, and then also 40 to 50 or maybe 60% of carbs.
Okay, I can dig it. So, Little Willows, print this out. Yeah.
Little Willows, these are general guidelines. They will work for most of the people, so careful because maybe you need something more individualized for your training, your routine, but these are guidelines that you can start with.
Exactly, and follow Analu's not only the channel, the Instagram, p9fit.com, and be Willow Strong as always. It's now, come on!